used to devote much of time to my duty because others should not talk that
Yes.
this is ये पिछली जाति में आया है ये वो बहुत इनएफिशिएंट ऑफिसर ये
right,
they
right.
should not talk
Talk like this.
My father also fought against the upper caste people in my village to bring the water from the government water tank. So in this, Indira Gandhi was the prime minister. So they clamped the emergency. During that emergency, so we all together went to that tank, and we all brought water for drinking from that tank.
बेंगलुरु के इस आलीशान घर में हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं इंजीनियर टी.आर. शिवरामू जी से, जो पीडब्ल्यूडी डिपार्टमेंट से चीफ इंजीनियर के तौर पर रिटायर्ड हुए हैं। समूचे कर्नाटक में एक बेहतर, कार्यक्षम और सक्षम इंजीनियर के रूप में इनकी ख्याति है। केंद्र तथा राज्य सरकार की सेवा में रहते हुए उनके आउटस्टैंडिंग कार्य के लिए उन्हें कई अवार्ड से नवाजा गया। इंजीनियर टी.आर. शिवरामू एक ऐसे शख्स है जिन्होंने जीरो से हीरो बनने तक अपना सफर तय किया। अपनी मेहनत, लगन, त्याग, समर्पण के कारण उन्होंने अपने करियर में सबसे बेटर परफॉर्मेंस दिया। कर्नाटक सरकार के सभी विभागों में जो भी डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर की तस्वीर आप देखते हैं, वो लगभग सभी तस्वीरें टी.आर. शिवरामू जी ने दान की है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट द्वारा 1999 में रिजर्वेशन इन प्रमोशन के खिलाफ जजमेंट दिया गया था। इस जजमेंट के कारण 20,000 SC/ST एम्प्लॉइज को हायर पोस्ट से लोअर पोस्ट में भेजा गया। इस केस में लीड रोल प्ले करते उन्होंने रिव्यू पिटीशन फाइल की, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जीत हासिल की। इनके प्रयासों के कारण सभी 20,000 SC/ST एम्प्लॉइज को प्रमोशन भी मिल गया। अक्टूबर 1987 में कर्नाटक के पीडब्ल्यूडी में असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर के तौर पर ज्वाइन हुए। वक्त पर प्रमोशन तथा रिटायरमेंट के वक्त चीफ इंजीनियर के तौर पर रिटायर्ड हुए। कर्नाटक के 12 जिलों में 36 साल तक सरकार के लिए सेवाएं दी। आज व्यूज मेकर्स में इंजीनियर टी.आर. शिवरामू से खास संवाद।
आवाज इंडिया टीवी में आपका स्वागत है। इस वक्त हम बेंगलुरु में हैं और बेंगलुरु में हम लोग शिवराम जी के घर में हैं। सर, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। शिवराम जी एक ऐसे शख्सियत है कि जो जस्ट एक चीफ इंजीनियर के रूप में पीडब्ल्यूडी से रिटायर्ड हुए हैं, अपने पूरे लाइफ टाइम में एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन और उम्दा शख्सियत के रूप में उन्हें जाना जाता है। बहुत ही स्ट्रगल के साथ उन्होंने अपनी ज़िंदगी बनाई। एक इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी है, इसके बारे में हम जानेंगे। साथ ही साथ उन्हें काफ़ी रीडिंग का शौक है। लगभग उनकी लाइब्रेरी में 5,000 बुक्स भी हैं। और जब वो पूरे सर्विस में थे, अपने टेन्योर में, उन्होंने लगभग बाबा साहब के 2000 से भी अधिक जो फोटोज़ हैं वो डोनेट किए हैं और उन्होंने एक बुक भी लिखी है और उनकी लाइफ जो स्टोरी है काफ़ी इंस्पायरिंग है। सर से हम जानेंगे। सर, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम इन आवर शो। सर, आई जस्ट वांट टू नो अबाउट योर lifetime achievements and your struggle, your achievements, your work, your honesty, everything we will discuss with this show. First of all, I want to ask the question about your childhood. Now you become retired as a chief engineer, and at the time of your childhood, you were not so much rich. You struggled a lot. If anything discrimination happened with you in childhood about casteism or any other issue?
Basically, I introduce myself from my childhood. I have come up from a very tiny village called Tungani in Kanakapura district. Now it is in Ramnagara. Earlier it was in Bengluru district.
Right.
So my parents were agriculturists and very, very poor. We had only 2 acres of dry land.
Oh, dry land.
Dry land.
Okay.
So if we cultivate, we used to grow only, the grains will be sufficient for only 5 to 6 months. Remaining for 6 months, we have to work hard. Work hard means my father, for 4 to 5 months during marriage season, he used to this chlorinate, that is called what in English? Chlorinate. It used to means vadya. musical for major marriages.
Right.
Marriages. So he used to earn that money. My grandfather was also doing music for marriages. They used to get only hardly 50 to 70 rupees per day in those days. So then I studied in my native village only up to 10th standard. Actually, I didn't go to school up to 4th standard
Okay.
because my father used to teach me. Because why he was not sending me to school? We used to this doing this thatched roof, the thing is coconut coconut trees. We used to weave coconut trees for thatched roof.
Right.
Out of that, we used to get 75 paisa for a bundle.
अच्छा 75 पैसा
75. I used to weave 3 to 4 bundles in the morning from 7:30 to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
From 10 o'clock, I used to go to school after 4th. So up to 4th standard, my father was teaching me at home. At home. Because in the 5th standard, we started learning English, ABCD like this.
Like that,
So then he told me, I cannot teach you, you go to school like this.
Right.
So then in 6th standard, I started learning Hindi. One Hindi teacher was there. His name is K.S. Jagadish. Jagadish. He was teaching Hindi only for Hindi only for 6th and 7th standard. He used to come to our school only twice a week for teaching only.
Only, okay.
Only Hindi. My school was a government school. Then after 1 year, then I admitted to 7th standard. So he became the headmaster. So during during his tenure, so he used to love me very much. Love me, used to give me heavy concentration for my studies.
Wow.
My studies. So one day, my brother he fall from a coconut tree. On that day, I could not able to attend the school. So our panchayat president, he asked me. His name was D. Devaraj or T.D. Devaraj Aras.
Right.
Asked me, why headmaster you have given holiday for all the students? He questioned because he was the SDM chairman also. So my teacher told him that, sir, today I am not getting mood to teach my students, sir, because my pupil has not come to school.
Oh, it was very emotional. She lost so much. She was so caring for you.
So in our middle school headmaster, he asked me, sir, you must give English medium to my student. So he has secured second highest rank in district level examination.
Okay.
So that headmaster also, he felt very happy and thrilled that you have come from a very tiny village and secured the rank.
Yes.
Then come and I will admit you to English A section like that. I studied in A section. In high school, I studied for 3 years in Municipal High School, Kanakapura. There also I got first class. Then I admitted to the same college, the Kanakapura Rural College. So I studied there for 2 years. In PUC also, it was a very good college. In PUC, I secured 100 out of 100 marks in chemistry.
Wow.
Yes,
100 out of 100. Excellent.
And I secured about 89% in second year PUC, PCM, PCMB, and for admission to the this engineering college, I appeared for the interview in a Director of Technical Education in Sheshadru, Bangalore. So the director was he himself was doing interview with fellow members. So after seeing mass, he came down from the dais and he hugged me. So he advised me to take chemical engineering
Okay.
in Surathkal. Chemical now also is in the chemical engineering subject is in only Surathkal. That RE, though in those days it was called REC, Regional College of Engineering. Now it is NIT, NIT Karnataka. So no, my friend has advised me not to take any subjects except civil.
Civil, right.
He advised me. He was 1 year senior to me. He was studying in Bengluru Medical College. He advised me. So even if they insist to take other subjects, don't accept. You insist only for civil engineering.
Okay.
So then I insisted only for civil engineering. He gave me, I got admission to the very famous and very oldest engineering college established in 1917 by the then Maharaja of Mysore, Nalvadi Krishna Raja Wadayar. It is a very famous college. Now also, government is upgraded to IIT standards. So then after joining this university college, I studied in Jnana Bharati, Bengluru University. I passed B civil in B in first class. I stood second among the scheduled caste in university.
Okay,
In
great.
the university. Then I applied. So after that, I finished my degree in the month of December 1984. Within 3 months, I got a job. So my brother also was serving in the Indian Armed Forces in Amritsar in those days. Then I didn't join then. Then I came back to Delhi. Immediately got had one interview on that day itself. I appeared for that. One organization name was Hindustan Fabrication Limited, a government of India, comes under the Ministry of the Urban Development. So on that day itself, there were 48 aspirants. Only 2 posts were reserved.
Okay.
I was selected, and one of my friend from Nagpur, Mr. Vijay Kumar Orke, also selected. The chairman and CMD, chairman and managing director of the that organization, he insisted me to join the next day itself. So I joined there. I served there for 9 months. After 9 months, again I got an appointment order from the Karnataka Public Works and Irrigation Department. Then I was staying in Mr. V. Srinivas Prasad, MP Lok Sabha from Chamarajan Nagar. I stayed there for 9 months. And after receiving this interview, I asked him, I sought advice from him. Sir, I got an appointment order from Karnataka government as assistant engineer in PWD. Shall I go or shall I continue in the same port? He advised me to first you go to Karnataka PWD and join there. You will get lot of contact there and you can serve our people also. By staying in Delhi, you cannot serve our own people, even your family also. So then I left there. I came back to Karnataka, and on 6th November 1987, I joined as assistant engineer, minor irrigation quality control subdivision, Belagaum.
इंजीनियर टी.आर. शिवरामू बचपन से ही प्रतिभावान छात्र रहे हैं। बीई सिविल फर्स्ट क्लास में पास करने के बाद उन्होंने MIE की डिग्री हासिल की। एक किसान तथा दलित परिवार के इस बेटे ने तमाम मुश्किलों भरा सफर तय करते हुए बीई में ग्रेजुएशन की डिग्री हासिल करने के बाद केंद्र सरकार की हिंदुस्तान प्रीफेब में असिस्टेंट एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर के तौर पर 1986 में नियुक्ति हासिल की। 1 साल तक सर्विस की।
So, since childhood, you was very brilliant student and you got the highest ranks. I just want to know one thing about that. One Maharashtrian person also helped you while in this your journey. So you
Yeah,
please mention about how he
yes,
helps
yes.
for
Uh,
education.
so, as I already told you, I came from a very poorest family.
Yes.
My father, he was unable to feed the family.
Ah.
So, one person, his name is Narayan Rao Jadhav. Actually, we used to call him as Babanna.
Acha.
Babanna. In
Baban.
locally, everybody call him Babanna.
Okay.
So one day he came to our house and told my father, Ramaya, don't worry, I will take care of the education expenditure of your son Shivaramu. He is brilliant and he knows me. I too also inspired by his doing his studies. So I will bore the cost of the study for the entire engineering courses. So he used to send me 50 rupees money order every month. In those days, 50 rupees were a very big
Very big
amount.
amount. Right.
I need not pay anything to hostel because government used to pay the hostel expenditure, boarding, lodging, everything
Everything.
government was paying. Even fees also, also fee government is paying. I paid only 32 rupees for the entire course of my engineering.
Okay. So many people helped you in this journey. So first job at Belgaum and being assistant engineer. Then uh, any vision you carry at that time that whatever you was struggled, so people helps you also. So did you have any vision at that time to help our people also pay back to society?
So, in basically, I already told you that I have come from a very poorest family.
Yes.
In high school days, high school and PU's days, I used to stay in hostels. The name of the hostel is Buddha Deva Vidyarthi Nilaya.
Okay.
So in those days, very difficult to get food from in the hostel only. They used to serve only half a meal a day, half a meal. So my father also was encouraging to study the life and the struggles of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar.
Acha, your father told you.
Yes, father.
Ah.
And my father also fought against the upper caste people in my village to bring the water from the government water tank.
Okay.
Yes. So in this, Indira Gandhi was the prime minister.
Ah.
So they clamped the emergency.
Ah.
During that emergency, so we all together went to that
Acha.
tank, and we all brought water for drinking from that tank.
Uh-huh.
So that inspired me. Oh, if this continues, so it will be very difficult to live in this country, in this
Right,
area,
right. Okay.
and for next generation also.
So that water issue inspires you
Yes,
a lot. Yes.
yes. Water and the entry of temples.
Acha. At that time also that
Yes,
issue was there.
yes.
Ah.
So entry of temples. In school days, we used to study the temples, but upper caste student, they used to tell that you sit, don't come to the Garbha Gudi, you sit there only.
Okay.
We were using, they were sitting in the upper platform, we were sitting in the lower platform.
Right. Ah.
So in those days, that is the condition that was in those days. So we crossed all those
Obstacles.
stages.
Yes. Right, right. So you cross all the stages, you feel discrimination, and you feel that there is the struggle for water, there is a struggle for temple entering temples, and also face discrimination while in studying also. So then after joining the service, you also did so many
Yeah.
activities for the welfare of society. You mentioned about it.
During my survey, actually, I should tell that I mentioned this. These Brahmins community officers helped me a lot
Okay.
throughout my service. Brahmins and Lingayat community in the North Karnataka, they helped me a lot because of my sincerity, honesty,
Yeah, sincerity and honesty.
and loyalty to the master.
Yes.
We always loyal to the master. So they helped me, encouraged me. I met difficulties when our own caste people comes as my officer. So I made difficulties. I faced problems when my own caste persons has come as an officer. So during my days it has happened, not one time, several times. One I to one officer I told him, I pray the Lord Almighty, Lord Buddha, not to give me a boss belongs to my own community.
Acha. Oh,
Like that I came. Where if some officers, our officers won't come to our my bosses, I used to take transfers. I did not want to serve under my own community officers. It was happened two to three times.
okay.
Yes. Then during my service, I served in the coastal Karnataka
Right.
for nearly 14 years.
Okay.
This Karwar,
Dhar.
Honavar, Udupi, Mangalore, then Mysore, Mandya, then to Bengluru, then Dharwad, Dharwad. So those peoples and officers helped me a lot. So during the course, I worked honestly and sincerely.
अक्टूबर 1987 में कर्नाटक के पीडब्ल्यूडी में असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर के तौर पर ज्वाइन हुए। वक्त वक्त पर प्रमोशन तथा रिटायरमेंट के वक्त चीफ इंजीनियर के तौर पर रिटायर्ड हुए। कर्नाटक के 12 जिलों में 36 साल तक सरकार के लिए सेवा दी।
In 1997, I proposed one project under this Rajiv Gandhi drinking water mission.
Okay.
To fill the tanks. In those days, there was no scheme was like that.
Okay.
So I was serving as assistant executive in Jilla Panchayat Engineering Subdivision, Badgi, which was coming under Dharwad district in those days. So I was serving as assistant executive in Jilla Panchayat Engineering Subdivision, Badgi, which was coming under Dharwad district in those days. I proposed that. So the then MP, now he is no more, Mr. B.M. Mensinkai. So he told me that you just give me a draft project report and a draft. I will go through it. If I satisfy, I will call you. You should come back to the Delhi. Come back. Then I prepared a project report and submitted to him. So the next day, he sent me 2 air tickets. So this is my air ticket given by government. I am giving these air tickets to you. You come to Delhi
Okay, great.
with all the details. Then I drafted a letter. He was in parliament session. I entered the parliament and asked the security person to inform the MP. In those days, such a type of security was not there.
Right.
So immediately he came back. The RDPR minister, one Baba Gowda Patil, he was from Karnataka only. He took me to there and explained, sir, this taluk is a very poor taluk and no rivers are flowing and it is in the elevated place. Please give some money for the desilting of small tanks. So he gone through it. He asked, inquired the secretary RDPR. So some officers told me, no, sir, no, there is no provision in the Rajiv Gandhi drinking water machine like that. Then one officer from Kerala, his name is Ramakrishna. So he came to me and asked me with the Xerox copies. So and took me. He just called me. By 4 o'clock, in those days he gave 16 lakh rupees
Okay, for this
as
project.
a grant
Okay, great.
immediately within 3-4 hours. Administrative approval. Then our MP was very happy. Then next session was started, and during his speech in Parliament, that is called My Voice in Parliament. Every MP will get his allocation of time.
Right.
So during his time, he mentioned my name in
Wow,
the Parliament.
this is a great honor.
Parliament. I have got very good two officers in my district.
Wow.
One is the deputy commissioner. His name is so and so, and another one is to Mr. T.R. Shivaramu, assistant executive. So I am really happy to inform and my privilege to mention their name, like that he has appreciated my name in the Parliament during session hours.
Very good.
Yes.
1997 में राजीव गांधी ड्रिंकिंग वाटर मिशन प्रोजेक्ट के तहत असिस्टेंट एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर बेलगी धारवाड़ में रहते हुए उन्होंने कर्नाटक के ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में पानी पहुंचाने का ऐतिहासिक कार्य किया। उनके इस कार्य की संसद में भी सराहना हुई। जिस गांव में उन्हें पानी के लिए संघर्ष करना पड़ा, वहां पर भी उन्होंने सभी लोगों के लिए पानी पहुंचा दिया। उनके द्वारा प्रस्तावित और निर्मित यह प्रोजेक्ट देशव्यापी स्तर पर लागू हुआ।
Becoming the executive engineer
Yes.
in PWD department, you built so many buildings and offices.
Yes. Yes.
And you serve better for the betterment of Karnataka too.
Yes. Yes.
So any of the good buildings that you have built and you also honored by some awards also.
Yes.
You so please tell about these things.
Okay. From our division, that is Jilla Panchayat Engineering Division, Udupi, I prepared this project report, and our executive engineer he submitted that report to the principal secretary. Then it was discussed in the meeting, and the principal secretary he asked the executive how we have submitted report this project report. He boldly told him, the principal secretary, that no sir, actually I do not know anything about this project. My our AWL Mr. Shivaramu has prepared this project. Oh, then tomorrow immediately you send him to Bengluru and meet me. So then at the same time, he called our chief executive officer, Jilla Panchayat, and instructed him to send me to Bengluru. The next day, I met the principal secretary. I was afraid of meeting him because he was a very big officer.
Yes.
Big officer. So while showing my name, he came down to the door and invited me to his chamber. Oh, okay. So Mr. M.R. Srinivasamurthy, very good officer, excellent officer. So then we had a discussion with him. He told me that you must go to the Delhi today only. Sir, no, sir, I didn't brought anything, clothes, other things. No, you go to Delhi, you sir, purchase there. I will ask the Joint Secretary, RDPR, to come and pick you there. Yes. So he called him, and then I went there on the day itself to Delhi. I met the Joint Secretary. While discussion with the Joint Secretary only, our M.R. Srinivasamurthy sir told the secretary, you are meeting one of the best engineer in Karnataka.
Wow.
You must treat him in par with the chief engineer. And that those I was an assistant executive only. So then after that project was circulated to throughout the state. The same project was adopted in India in all those districts.
Yes, your
Yes.
project was adopted in
Yes,
India,
in
in
India,
all districts.
without any corrections.
Wow, this is the big,
Yes,
big achievement.
yes. Chief Minister officer, governor officers, High Court judges officer, all IAS officers quarters,
Okay,
and legislators home, other important government buildings.
right.
Government building. I was in charge of that division for 8 long years.
Yeah, this is the also a record that
Yeah,
till the 8 years you
nobody has served
have served
as
too much.
executive here.
Uh,
There, not more than 3 years.
yeah, it's just your commitment, dedication
Yes.
of your work.
The minister, whoever ministers comes, they used to call me, no, you must remain here
Here
only.
only.
You must serve in this division during my tenure only. Like that, I served there. I have constructed very monumental buildings.
Wow.
Are very monumental. Very monumental means that buildings will last more than a centuries.
Wow.
More than a centuries.
Just
So
mention about that buildings, which types
the
of buildings.
first building is in Delhi, in Karnataka Bhavan. Karnataka Bhavan, one annex building.
Okay.
It houses governor's room, this chief minister's room, and minister's room, all our principal secretary and chief secretary's room. It is very important building.
Right.
In Karnataka, there are 3 bhavans.
Uh-huh.
So one bhavan was constructed, annex building was constructed by me in a tenure of 2 years.
Okay.
Then in Bengluru, we were planning to construct this minister's quarter, 15 ministers' quarter. Those quarters were transferred to High Court judges. A very in 15 acres of land, 15 quarters are there.
Okay.
Those quarters are handed over to the Judiciary Department for the residences of the High Court judges.
Okay.
Then Kumarakrupa guest house.
Okay.
Then this Judicial Academy, it is a unique building in entire India. It is under construction. So one more, this the labor department was buildings, this secretariat staff quarters in Crescent Road. During my tenure, this Bengluru-Mysore expressway, 10-lane expressway got administrative approval when our H.D. Mahadevappa was the Minister for PWD. Then other projects also about 8 DPR projects also submitted to the government of India for approval. Approval is still awaiting. Another thing, we got approval of nearly 800 crores for that division under Central Road Fund. Central for Road Fund was. So those, except this national highway roads, Government of India gave money for the upgradation of the MDR and state highways. We got about 800 crores in my tenure.
So this is the tenure of sir at the time of executive engineer. He built so many upbeating infrastructure for the welfare of people of Karnataka, and he did the extensive work. Just he mentioned that his draft of DPR for national highways, it got sanctioned throughout India. So this is the big achievement.
इंजीनियर टी.आर. शिवरामू ने 2006 से 2008 तक कृष्णा राजेंद्र सागर मॉडर्नाइजेशन डिवीजन मालावल्ली में एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर के तौर पर कार्य 2008 से 2016 तक पब्लिक वर्क्स डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 1 बिल्डिंग डिवीजन बेंगलुरु में 8 साल तक सेवाएं दी। डिवीजन नंबर यह काफी सेंसिटिव तथा हाई प्रोफाइल डिवीजन मानी जाती है। विधान सौधा, विकास सौधा, एमएस बिल्डिंग, राजभवन तथा सभी मिनिस्टर्स के बंगलोज, गवर्नमेंट सेक्रेटेरिएट बिल्डिंग, पुलिस कमिश्नरेट ऑफिस, कर्नाटक भवन नई दिल्ली सब इसी डिवीजन के अंतर्गत आते हैं।
जय भीम। मेरा नाम रेखा है। मेरा हस्बैंड टी.आर. शिवरामू के बारे में थोड़ा बात करना चाहती हूँ। 1994 में हमारा शादी हुआ, तो वो टाइम पे भी मैं उनके बारे में बहुत कुछ जानता हूँ। वर्क में ऑलवेज़ वर्क में ही डेडिकेट रहता है और बहुत अच्छा बात मुझे बहुत उनके बारे में और एक अच्छा बात मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ कि वो हमेशा वो एसोसिएशन में एससी एसटी का एसोसिएशन में बहुत भाग लेती है और बहुत डेडिकेट रहती है। सबको पता है कि एससी एसटी का एसोसिएशन में क्या-क्या काम चलती है, कैसे भाग लेती है, वो सब आपको जानते हैं। मगर मेरा हस्बैंड शिवरामू ने बहुत आगे जाके सबको रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस के बारे में बताती है। हमारा ये रिज़र्वेशन के बारे में ज़्यादा सबको बोलती है। और लास्ट 2 इयर्स बैक में एक डिमोशन भी हुआ था। वो डिमोशन के टाइम पे बहुत स्ट्रगल किया सभी लोग मिलके और केस में जीत भी लिया। ये बहुत अच्छे खुशी का बात है। और वो हमें मेरा हस्बैंड हमेशा उनके काम पे ही ज़्यादा टाइम देती है। बहुत डेडिकेटेड है, बहुत बहुत नॉलेजफुल है। काम में ही ज़्यादा रहता है, तो घर में थोड़ा कम रहता है। और बच्चे लोग छोटे होने के टाइम पे भी बच्चे को बोलती है कि देखिए हमारा बाबा साहब भाई अम्बेडकर ने कितना ज़्यादा कितना गरीब होने के बाद भी कितना स्ट्रगल किया है और कैसे विद्याभ्यास किया है। ये सब बोल बोल के बच्चों को बहुत मोटिवेट करता है। हमारा बच्चों के लिए नहीं, सबको बोलते हैं कि ऐसा ही पढ़िए, एजुकेशन इज़ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर एवरीवन। ऐसे बहुत सभी को बोलते हैं और बहुत लोगों को भी एजुकेशन के लिए हेल्प भी किया है। आई हैव 2 डॉटर्स। पहली बेटी बी कंप्लीट किया है, अभी एमएस करने के लिए जा रही है। सेकेंड डॉटर इज़ अ डॉक्टर, जस्ट एमबीबीएस कंप्लीट किया है, अभी एमडी के लिए रेडी हो रही है। बच्चे लोग छोटे रहने के टाइम पे ही उनका पापा बोलते थे कि मॉर्निंग इस जल्दी उठना है, ऐसे पढ़ना है और गरीब लोगों को हेल्प करना है। आप किसी को भी हेल्प करना चाहते हो या बड़ों गरीब लोगों को हेल्प करना चाहती हो तो आप फर्स्ट एजुकेशन कंप्लीट कीजिए और एक अच्छा जॉब ले लीजिए और बाद में आप सब लोगों को हेल्प कर सकते हैं। तो बहुत इंस्पायर किया था मेरे बेटी को कि यूपीएससी एग्ज़ाम क्लियर करके आईएएस बनो, तुम बहुत लोगों के लिए हेल्प कर सकती हो, ऐसे बोला था। तो वो भी 2-3 अटेम्प्ट लिया है, अभी और 2-3 अटेम्प्ट लेगी।
ऑफिशियल कार्यों में व्यस्त होने के बावजूद डॉक्टर बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर के वॉल्यूम का अध्ययन किया। डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर का सच्चा अनुयायी होने के नाते उनके कई बुक्स का कन्नड़ में ट्रांसलेशन करने में आर्थिक मदद की तथा उसे स्कूल कॉलेजेस में मुफ्त वितरित किया। अपने मित्र तथा रिलेटिव्स को बुद्धिज्म तथा डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर पर आधारित बुक्स को पढ़ने के लिए प्रेरित किया।
हमने देखा कि सर के इस समूचे टेन्योर में जैसा कि बचपन से ही एक होनहार छात्र के रूप में वो ख्याति प्राप्त थे, उनके टीचर उन्हें काफ़ी प्यार भी करते थे और इंजीनियरिंग में जाने के बाद भी एक टॉपर के ही रूप में उनकी पहचान हुई। जॉब में लगने के बाद भी उन्होंने जो कुछ भी काम उनके टेन्योर में हुए वो एक बहुत ही ऑफ बीटिंग काम हुए जिसकी चर्चा पार्लियामेंट में भी हुई। इसके साथ साथ ही उनका जो ड्राफ्ट था प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना का वो पूरे भारत में लागू किया गया और इसके साथ साथ एक बेहतरीन शख्स के रूप में हमने उनको देखा जाना। सर, in 2018 there is one judgment of Supreme Court regarding reservation promotion that was affected to your service also.
Yes,
So
yes.
please tell me about that. And also I come to know that you fought this case and also it helps us so many people across the state to get reservation.
Nearly 4,000 government officials have been demoted to the lower cadres.
Oh,
It was a very humiliating period for all the SC/ST officers.
right.
Then demoted. We didn't join the service for the demoted post.
Okay.
then we formed already one association was there. We assembled and discussed and engaged the senior most Supreme Court judge, Srimati Indira Jai Singh.
Yes, interesting.
Indira Jai Singh and our associates. So we also requested the government of Karnataka, Sri Siddaramaiah was the chief minister at that time, to appoint a very famous and eminent advocate, senior advocate in the Supreme Court to fight on behalf of the government.
Yes.
So our Siddaramaiah sir, he considered to our request and he made all the provision to appoint Sri Mukul Rohatgi,
yes.
a senior counsel in the Supreme Court. Early he was Attorney General of India.
India, right.
So both from government side and from our association side, we fought against it. We organized, collected so much of money and fought, and we won the case. And I was promoted as super engineer,
Right.
promoted and posted to Bengluru PWD circle. From there to National Highway, National Highway zone as a design SC. From there, I transferred to irrigation department as super engineer, Yettina Vole project circle, Tumkur. It is very big and very prestigious project
Okay.
for the Karnataka. It feeds drinking water to the parched areas of the drought areas of this Kolar and Chikpadapur. So I stayed for 1 year, 10 months. On the last day, my retirement, I was promoted and posted as a chief engineer,
Right, right.
State Highway Project Development,
Okay, okay.
and retired on that day only.
Okay.
On 30th of July 2022, since 31st was general holiday.
Okay, so this, how much service you did for the state of Karnataka?
Totally, I have served 36 years.
Okay, this is the very big service,
And
36
earlier
year.
2 years, I served in other government of India and,
Yes,
other,
yes. So
and other departments.
Yes. Sir, I just want to ask another question. Since childhood, you suffer with this poverty and also some discriminations. At that time, you said that your father was inspired you to read about Dr. Ambedkar, and he was also a good activist. So when you joined the service, you mentioned about this reservation promotion issue. You also fought for that and also restored almost 4,000 employees to their position, and their position also get promotion. So how, when you read Dr. Ambedkar, how it inspires your own life?
I proudly say that I have got two fathers. One father who gave me birth. My second father is Baba Saheb Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
एसएसटी वेलफेयर एसोसिएशन के अध्यक्ष के नाते 14 अप्रैल 2016 को तत्कालीन चीफ मिनिस्टर सिद्धारमैया से विधानसौधा मेट्रो स्टेशन को डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर का नाम देने का आग्रह किया। चीफ मिनिस्टर ने हमारी बात मानते हुए इस मेट्रो स्टेशन को डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर मेट्रो स्टेशन विधानसौधा यह नाम दे दिया। इसी दिन उन्होंने मेरी लिखी हुई किताब डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर रावरा जीवंदा प्रमुखा घटनगालू नामक किताब का विमोचन किया।
My father used to tell to read the life and struggles of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar from my childhood. I started studying his life history from the childhood. After joining service, wherever I go, I used to tell our people, even other community people, to study about life and struggle and its achievements when I became executive engineer.
Right.
So I was a ardent reader of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar books.
Right.
So got inspiration and started because I didn't had time to write. Some of my friends approached me that you please help me in getting printing of this books and script. We will write the books written by Ambedkar from Marathi to Kannada
Okay.
and English to Kannada. So I said okay, and I helped them and encouraged and supported them to write and translate the books on Ambedkar. So such books, these are all the books. This is Constitution of India by Dr. Ambedkar. So this is in Kannada what we call Ambedkar Jategina Anubhavalu. In English, it is called the Experiences with Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, originally written by Nanak Chendu Rattu. Nanak Chendu Rattu. It is been translated from English to Kannada. So this is Constitution of another one is Constitution of India. In this book, both on the left side there is English, and on the right side the script is in Kannada.
I also just want to mention that this is the book. This is written by Sir.
So as already told, I got inspiration and energy from reading Dr. B.R. Ambedkar books. So one of my friend, he told me that you are sponsoring to write books on Ambedkar. Why don't you write books by yourself?
You're right.
Then I told him that I don't have much time, but I will write the important events on the life of the Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Then this is written by me only in 2013, and this was released by our Honorable then Chief Minister of Karnataka,
Okay,
Sri Siddaramaya sir. I got printed about 3,800 of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar's portraits
Okay.
and photos,
Okay.
and installed in all the government offices.
Right.
Government offices, even in Karnataka Bhavan, in High Court of Karnataka Advocate General Office, and State SC/ST Commission Office, Regional Commissioner Office, then in National SC/ST Commission Office, New Delhi.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Dr. Punia was the chairman for the National SC/ST Commission. Once he came to Bangalore, and one of my MLC, he too was a Dalit leader. He phoned me and he asked me to give the best photos of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Then when I was super engineer Tumkur Ettinavale project, I installed a Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar bust in my village.
Yes.
In my village at a cost of about 8 lakhs. That function was attended by the former 3 ministers and 5 principal secretaries of the government of Karnataka.
Okay.
All were farmers in those days. They were not in power. So, and attended by so many dignitaries of the officers. My village is very highly educated one. So, to pay back society, very little, in a little manner, I installed this Baba Sahib Dr. B.R. Ambedkar bust to get others to get the inspiration.
Right.
The next generation should get inspiration about Baba Sahib every day, and now in the last 3 years, so many marriages have happened in front of Baba Sahib bust in my village during this birthday and this Parinibbana, our peoples are gathering at that bust and celebrating and paying a tribute to Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Like that it is happening. It is really, it gives me pleasant
Immense
and
pleasure.
immense
Yes,
pleasure.
you develop a culture
Yes,
of
yes,
Ambedkarism
yes,
here in
yes.
Karnataka.
I am little bit trying to introduce or inducing
Ah,
the thoughts of Dr. Baba Sahib, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to our own people in my village.
right. This is the great achievement,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
You have a very good hobby of reading also, and I come to know that you have library of 5,000, more than 5,000 books. So how it inspires? It's since childhood you get
Yes.
attracted with books.
Even when we were child, whenever I get a newspaper on the road, I used to take that newspaper and read it.
Okay.
So that habit inculcated in me. So after becoming an officer, so I started reading more books on the life and struggle is achievements of Dr. Baba Sahib, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. In addition to that, I studied the books written by global leaders.
Yes.
Global leaders like the Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Benjamin Franklin,
Great.
Einstein, and on literature, I have collected nearly 50 books written by William Shakespeare.
Oh, great. Okay.
15, total he has written 59 dramas. I've got 50 books.
Okay.
So like that, on the anthropology, I used to read anthropology. Then biography. Biography, I used to read. First book I purchased, biography, is in Delhi, uh, on Gandhi, the experimental truth.
मैं बचपन से डॉक्टर बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर का प्रबल अनुयायी होने के नाते मैंने उनके विचारों और सिद्धांतों को अपनाया और विकसित किया है। समाज के वंचित वर्गों से आने के कारण समाज को विकसित करने और योगदान करने में सक्षम हो सका। डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर मुझे अपने शेष जीवन में कुछ हासिल करने के लिए साहस और शक्ति देने का आशीर्वाद दें।
He read almost all the books, and he achieved a great knowledge with that. So he had the hobby of reading the books and collect all from all the segments and all the sectors. Sir, one more hobby I learned to know when before 2 days we had Bengluru Golf Club, and there is one farmaish.
Oh.
Kahi dur jab din dhal jaye from one person, and you said that you watched that Anand film so many times. So how you come to know about how you impressed with this Hindi music?
I used to work till 2:30 a.m.
Oh.
almost every day. Sometime if I want to take break, in those days the DD1 was very famous. It was the only one channel.
Yes.
So in that channel, almost every month or a fortnight or often and often, they used to telecast the very excellent Hindi movies.
Right.
So in those days, I watched that Anand movie. That really excellent movie, acted by famous actors Amitabh Bachchan, Rajesh Khanna, and Amitabh Bachchan wife Jay Baduri. Really, I watched that movie more than 10 times.
Okay, great.
Like that, Aapki Kasam, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. After seeing that movie, my mind was started to go on to see that place.
Okay.
Satyam Shivam Sundaram. That movie was shot mostly in Uttarakhand,
Right.
states where Ganga flows.
Yes.
So, after becoming executive, I went there to see the actual spots in Uttarakhand. I went to
Acha, you
this
went there.
Gangotri,
Okay.
Gomukh, this other all place, wherever this Ganga flows, almost I traveled across that.
While reading or while becoming on your job. So still you are so much busy. How you engage with your family and how you give your precious time to your family, and how now after so many years now you have two daughters and both are getting higher education. So how it helps your family to become this good person, a family man?
My first wife was my job,
Ah, okay.
my duty.
Your duty,
Yes.
your
So
dedication,
I used to
commitment.
worship my duty. I used to devote much of time to my duty because others should not talk that
Yes.
this is ये पिछली जाति में आया है,
हाँ,
ये वो बहुत inefficient officer ये.
right,
They
right.
should not talk
Like this.
talk like this. I did not want to take that words.
Yes, right.
I devoted much of time for my duty. So my wife used to take care of my family, education of my children.
Right.
So she acted both as father and mother
Wow, great.
to my two daughters. So I used to spend much of the time, more than 16 hours a day in the office. 60, sometimes I used to work, sometimes I used to read, like that. I supported nearly more than 20 to 25 poor students
Okay, great.
across the state of Karnataka, not from one place.
Ah,
I have served in 16 districts of Karnataka. Wherever I come across a poor student, I used to call them. I used to offer the support,
right.
monitor support, or other
Financial
things
support, whatever job.
Yeah, like this.
We just talked with Shivaram sir, and how he inspires so many peoples with his dedication, commitment, and his work towards the upliftment of Karnataka, and also the people who comes from very poor backgrounds. Or also he distributed so many portraits of Dr. Ambedkar. He had read and inspired by Dr. Ambedkar, and he written also books on Baba Sahib, and also he was have a good hobby of reading and listening the music. So I think after this interview, so many people who are watching, and especially youngsters, as sir said, no one can claim on you that you come from a backward caste. So he deserves, and he proved that he did a best and better work while he was become executive or chief engineer or whatever position he had. He proves himself.
मैंने अपने जीवन में जो कुछ भी हासिल किया है वह मेरे प्यारे दिवंगत माता पिता, पत्नी, बच्चे, मेरे भाई बहनें और उनके बच्चों ने मुझे प्रेरित किया। उनके द्वारा दिए गए नैतिक साहस के बिना मैं यह हासिल नहीं कर सकता था। मैं हमेशा उनका आभारी हूं, जिसके बारे में मैंने कभी सपने में भी नहीं सोचा था। मुझे उस मुकाम तक पहुंचाने के लिए डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर का धन्यवाद। जय भीम। शिवरामु T.R., मुख्य अभियंता, सेवानिवृत्त।